Hello and welcome to Sharon Local History. We organized our monthly hikes with Sharon Friends of Conservation and Sustainable Sharon Coalition, and we ventured to Foxboro, very close to Sharon, about 15-20 minutes, and the place that we visited is called F. Gilbert Hills State Forest. It's a former Foxboro State Forest. It's an incredible place. It's large. There are tons of trails, and we didn't get lost. Yay! So this area has got tons of offer many incredible trails. It was originally Civilian Conservation Corps camp about 90 years ago. Parking is super easy, it is free, and you can continue on the main path or find little side path. There is a map available, however it is easy to get lost. Just to let you know. Dogs are allowed on the leash.
Gilbert Hills is a 1,000-acre state forest that offers 23 miles of trails through pine and oak. You can hike, mountain bike, and horseback ride, among other activities. The park is also part of the 30-mile Warner Trail that stretches from Sharon, Massachusetts to Diamond Hill State Park in Rhode Island.
Where did you drive, guys?
There are also 8 miles of motorbiking trails. Gilbert Hills State Forest, previously known as the Foxboro State Forest, is a 1,027-acre pine and oak, Massachusetts state forest located in the towns of Foxboro and Wrentham. The forest, which is managed by the Massachusetts Department of Conservation and Recreation, was named for a former state forester and employee. Gilbert Hills State Forest is adjacent to the Harold B. Clark Town Forest to its north and is connected to Wrentham State Forest to its west. The minimally, in quotes, developed Franklin and Wrentham State Forests are managed in conjunction with the Gilbert Hills property. Contained on state forest land are some unique stone structures that are believed were made and used by the native Algonquin tribes prior to the town's founding. And there's trails and amenities.
Thank you.
Yep.
Hey guys, come join us. We will learn a little bit about Lady Slipper.
Lady Slipper. Lady Slipper orchids are a diverse group of flowering plants characterized by their unique slipper-shaped pouch, modified petal. They are native to the northern hemisphere and belong to the orchid family. These plants are known for their interesting pollination strategies and their slow growth, taking up to 16 years to bloom for the first time.
Wow.
Orchid family. Lady Slipper orchids belong to the family Orchidaceae and the subfamily Cypripedidae. Wow.
Good job.
Thank you. Slipper-shaped pouch. The most distinctive feature is the modified petal, labellum, that forms a pouch resembling a slipper on the flower. Pollination. The slipper-shaped pouch acts as a trap for insects, forcing them to climb over the reproductive structures, thus facilitating pollination. Growth. Lady slippers are perennial plants, meaning they live for more than 2 years. They grow slowly, in some species taking up to 16 years to produce their first flower. Habitat, they thrive in moist, shady environments like bogs, swamps, wet meadows, and cool, damp woods. Several species. There are many species of lady slippers orchids, including the pink lady slipper, and I'm not going to try that Latin name, the yellow lady slipper, C. calceolus, and the showy lady slipper, C. reginae. Color variation. Pink lady slippers can range from pink to white, sometimes with darker pink venation, and rarely they may be entirely white. Yellow lady slippers have bright yellow pouches and brown, quote-unquote, flags, sepals. Native to North America. Many species are native to North America, with some also found in Eurasia. State flower. The pink lady slipper is the state flower of Minnesota and New Hampshire. Conservation. Some species are considered rare.
Okay, can we just stop? We have a nice running crab spider on his shirt. That's a philodromidae.
Running crab spider.
It's a philodromidae.
Yes, I won't be too worried. You don't seem to be.
They're deadly, right?
So Massachusetts has one species of spider of any concern. which is the black widow. And I have looked for 20 years and I haven't found a single black widow. So if you do actually find one, you're lucky.
Wow.
But I have not been able to find any.
Well, both at the same time. Conservation.
Yeah.
Some species are considered rare or of conservation concern, particularly in regions where they are native. Medicinal use. In the past, the roots of lady slippers were used traditionally as remedies for various ailments, including nervousness, tooth pain, and muscle spasms. Symbiotic relationship, mycorrhizal fungus. Lady slipper orchids have a symbiotic relationship with a fungus that helps them absorb nutrients and survive, especially in the early stages of their life.
Hey, thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Mark. So some insects lay eggs on a tree, and they're able to miraculously persuade the tree to build a home for it. Nobody actually knows why the tree cooperates. There's nothing in it for the tree really, and yet they're able to. It's sort of like cancer, where you change the growth patterns. You're able to control the growth patterns of the tree to build something around it. This is in particular, I believe, a witch hazel gall. I think it's an aphid that lays its eggs in the leaf, and then and now of course the next step, because is that there are lots of individual wasps who say, this is wonderful, it's not protected as well as you think it is, I'm going to lay my eggs in your eggs. The beauty of it is that then there are other wasps that lay their eggs in the eggs that the other wasps laid in the eggs in the leaf, and there's actually, you can go 1 or 2 more layers.
Gaurav was talking about the gulls,
That's another one.
the wasp gulls. This is big one. Can you tell us more about this one?
I don't know which
So I
kind
think
this
it's
is.
from oak tree. This one.
You can usually, yeah. You can.
Is that a seed in the center?
I don't know what that is.
Jelly.
Yeah, I guess so.
really
You can
kinda
often, they
interesting,
often have a
isn't
hole in them where the insect chewed its way out.
Oh,
Can you just tell? I'm making fancy video. Can you please tell us what it is in like 2 seconds?
Excuse me. It's some kind of gall. Where,
Gull meaning a wasp comes, lays egg.
where a bug lays eggs in the
So
tree
there's something,
and persuades
I
the
guess,
tree
alive
to
still
form
in
protective covering.
It was on the ground. Yeah.
I've never seen a green one. That's
Yes,
cool.
yes,
So
they
I'm
have
assuming
it
that
there.
I take it.
Yeah, I've only seen
I'm
this
an
here
expert on this
from
particular
oak
one.
tree. Thank you. You see that this is old one.
Oh, so all that.
At this hike, we made effort to learn about different plant species.
Poison ivy is a type of allergenic plant in the genus Toxidendron, native to Asia and North America. Formerly considered a single species, Toxidendron radicans, poison ivies, are now generally treated as a complex of 3 separate species: T. radicans, T. riedbergii, and T. orientale. They are well known for causing uretiol-induced contact dermatitis, an itchy, irritating, and sometimes painful rash in most people who touch them. The rash is caused by uretiol, a clear liquid compound in the plant's sap. They are variable in appearance and habitat, and despite its common name, it is not a true ivy, Hedera, but rather a member of the cashew and pistachio family, Aracadiaceae. T. radicans is commonly eaten by many animals, and the seeds are consumed by birds. But poison ivy is most often thought of as an unwelcome weed.
Very unwelcome.
Yes. Species. 3 species of poison ivy are generally recognized, and we named them before. Toxidendron radicans, found in eastern Canada and the United States, Mexico, and Central America, Bermuda, and the Bahamas. Toxidendron riedbergii is found throughout Canada and much of the United States, except the southeast. Description. Do you remember when you were kids? 3 leaves, let it be. Poison ivies can grow as small plants, shrubs, or climbing vines. They are commonly characterized by clusters of leaves, each containing 3 leaflets, hence the common expression, 3 leaves, let it be. These leaves can vary between elliptic to egg shape and will have smooth, lobed, or toothed margins. Additionally, the leaf clusters are alternate on the stem. Clusters of small greenish flowers bloom from May to July and produce white berries in the fall, a few millimeters in diameter. Related species. People who are sensitive to urushiol can also experience a similar rash from mangoes. Mangoes are in the same family as poison ivy. The sap of the mango tree and skin of the mangoes has a chemical compound similar to urushiol. A related allergenic compound is present in the raw shells of cashews. Similar reactions have been reported occasionally from the contact with a related fragrant sumac, Rus aromatica, and the Japanese lacquer tree. These other plants are also in the same family.
Excellent, thank you. How good leader I am. Look at that, I made them walk through all of this. Oops, but we found the path. Smile!
So yes, truly, we kind of got lost for a little bit. However, we discovered an amazing area with a nice lake and we had a fantastic hike. But do bring a map or use your phone, All Trails or whatever app you have. It's worth it. The trails, some of them are nice and flat, some of them are a little challenging.
I wasn't the only one who was trying to go around the lake, but they didn't make a path here. Bless. Here is that here.
Lycopodium clavatum is a spore-bearing vascular plant growing mainly prostrate along the ground. The stems up to 1 meter or 39 inches long. The stems are much branched and densely clothed by small spirally arranged microphyll leaves. The leaves are 3 to 5 millimeters long and 0.7 to 1 millimeters broad, tapered to a fine hair-like white point. The branches bearing strobili or spore cones turn erect, reaching 5 to 15 centimeters above ground, and their leaves are modified by sporophylls that enclose the spore capsules or sporangia. Good job. The spore cones are yellow-green, 2 to 3 centimeters long and 5 millimeters broad. The horizontal stems produce roots at frequent intervals along their length, allowing the stem to grow indefinitely along the ground. The stem superficially resembles small seedlings of coniferous trees, though is not related to those. That's interesting.
I remember. And there's one right there.
So how old, what is the minimum age these are? How many? Did you say 6? 16.
3 and 3. Yeah, see the root coming out?
Yeah,
I wonder
that's
if we
very
put
neat.
it somewhere else.
Yeah. Look at those. Mycelia. There must be a root catis at our trunk, and they're all getting the benefits from the fungus, and they grow here. They grow here. Do you have fungus too? Do you? This is witch hazel, and that's those
Amazing.
wasps.
So many of them.
What are those?
So those are the wasps.
Witch hazel galls. They're
Those
aphid
are
actually.
what they look like. I didn't see them when we were
there
stopping.
wasps?
On top of them yet?
Inside.
Are they going to stay that small?
I'm sorry?
Are they going to stay
Yes.
that small?
Yes.
So
I know. I'm sorry. These aren't actually wasps. These are aphid.
So that
Who wants to try the hidey hole?
There are bears in there. That's right.
So even though the CCC camp is long gone, you can still see signs of the corps working on the roads, and they also created these water holes. There are 17 of them, and they serve as water reservoir for fire emergencies. So the whole hike we were admiring beautiful lady slippers and learning about them, and we found these just before the parking lot. It was quite a nice surprise. And by the way, if you would like to see them, you can just park at the parking lot, and it's on the left side of the gate. So you can see them as well without hiking the whole.
Bye guys, that's the last stop. Wave to me.
I hope you enjoyed this video. Perhaps you learned something new, and you are all welcome to join us for our future hikes. It's not just for members, even though we would like you to become one eventually. So we do monthly hikes at least, and we post them on our websites and social media. Members receive email as well. I also would like to invite you to visit a small museum of Sharon Historical Society at 16 High Street. Thank you for watching Sharon Local History.